So I'm in southern Louisiana, and I know you probably can't tell just based on the scenery behind me, but yesterday we got 6 to 8 inches of snow. And that is just such a rare occurrence for us. Last time it snowed, it was in 2017. And then before that, it was in 2008. And last week, looking at the forecast where they were predicting snow, I got so excited. I went online and bought me some new snow gloves. Hi, my name is Marlena, and today I'm going to do a review, and I'm also going to put these gloves to the test. These are the Carhartt gloves. They are waterproof lined and insulated, which is the reason why I bought these. I have a cold sensitivity condition called Raynaud's, and I don't know if you or someone you know has it, but it is not fun. It can be 40 or 50 degrees outside, which is not that cold at all. And my hands will sometimes turn white, get numb, and it just be very painful. So being that I have this cold sensitivity condition, I needed a pair of gloves that can help keep my hands nice and warm so I can play out in the snow. I don't want to miss out on anything. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put these gloves to the test. I want to build a snowman. And so I'm going to build my snowman wearing these gloves, and I want to see how well these gloves can keep my hands not only warm, but dry. But before I do that, let me show you a little bit more about these gloves. So not only are they waterproof, lined, and insulated, but they have a grip at the palms of the gloves and the fingertips, which will just help you with your grip if you're handling anything outside that might be wet or slippery. You have an elastic band at the wrist, as well as a strap at the front of the wrist that you can tighten down. And so what's really nice about that is just going to help to keep the heat at your hands and help prevent the heat from escaping your gloves, as well as just going to help prevent any moisture getting into your gloves. You have a fleece line cuff here at the bottom of the glove, which is really nice. Wearing these yesterday, they went up my forearm quite a bit. So they worked up my forearm up to about here. And so they did a really good job of not keeping only my hands and wrist warm, but actually part of my forearm. And then lastly, you do have a little clasp here at the wrist. So when you're not using these gloves, you can clip them together. And then that way it just keeps your gloves together in storage when you're not using them. But what I'm going to do now is going to go ahead and make my snowman. So we worked on the snowman for several hours, and it started off about 18 degrees outside, and then it warmed up to about 30 degrees. I was very surprised that my hands stayed nice and warm and dried the entire time. My hands still feel nice and warm. They're still nice and dry. And I could definitely tell the outside of the gloves, they're damp. So they definitely did their job. They are definitely waterproof. So the snowman we ended up building, we went a little crazy. Let me show you how tall it ended up being. So we measured it at 8.5 feet. So these gloves are definitely awesome. If you are somebody who's just looking for something to keep your hands nice and warm and dry in the wintertime, I highly recommend these Carhartt gloves. They did the trick. These are now my new favorite winter gloves. I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you so much for watching.